Okay, I told you before, at first we should understand uh, grammatical structure, and I gave certain information on Friday, I mean Thursday, I guess. So some friends came today, so I am going to this one, and presumably I will complete this, okay? So you can find here, writing and language assessment, it may be repeated, no problem. You can find here writing and language assessment, subject, verb agreement. And if subject is singular, verb should also be singular. If subject is a plural, then verb should be also a plural. We have to know. And many students are confused and they cannot use subject, verb, and object properly. I mean, they can't find out. When we have got that a problem in writing and language assessment, we will have certain problem. And particularly, I should tell you, in new this digital SAT, reading and writing comes at the same time. So at first, theoretical information, we have to complete both writing and reading. Reading theoretical information only one day. I will give you, types of questions in the reading. What types of questions will be asked there? I will tell you. So, theoretical information about reading will be completed in one day, but writing this, it will take some times. And okay, writing and language assessment, subject, verb, agreement, I have already told you, and I gave you the example. The committee made up of several women are deciding on the school budget next week. So we must understand whether this structure, grammatical structure is correct or not. We have to know to find out the logical information and to find out information whether that should be in the past or present or future. To get exact information of the passage, we have to know the grammar also properly. So you can see here, the committee you can find, this is collective noun, singular. It is taken as singular, committee. And you can find made up of, after of several women. But you have to understand, before a preposition, you can find out the committee. The committee you can find out. If you did not find out committee here, then there would be are here after women are, but you can find here the committee made up of several women. So before of, you can find there committee, that is collective noun but singular. It is taken as singular. So verb should be each. After women, verb should be each, not are. And you can find there, sentence is separated there also. After committee, you can find there comma, and again after women, you can find there comma. So that the sentence between committee and are, you can find there, that is additional information. Okay, and before of, you can find out singular noun, collective noun, singular. This is why you should choose singular verb. So that is each, you have to know. The committee made up of several women is deciding on the school budget next week. So we should understand there, before deciding, auxiliary verb should be singular. So you can find there is, not are. Next, I can show you here. You can find here next important grammatical structure. We enjoyed the brilliant sunshine of the beach so much that then when we left, there was only one couple and one lifeguard. I guess I spoke, I gave this information on Thursday, but this is a repetition for you. We left, there was only one couple and one lifeguard. You can find here the brilliant sunset, and then after there you can find there was, but after there, whether there should be was or where, maybe has or have, which one is correct? After that auxiliary, you can find there only one couple and one lifeguard. So after there, you have to fill up their auxiliary verb. But which one should be there? Singular or plural? It determines the structure given after that auxiliary. For example, only one couple and one lifeguard. Only one couple and one lifeguard, you can find out. And one couple and one lifeguard, this is plural. This is why, say, verb should be also plural. I mean auxiliary verb. So here, in case of was, we have to use were. There were only one couple and one lifeguard is still there. So what I'm telling you, when you find out there, after there, which one verb is suitable, which one verb is absolutely correct, it determines or it depends upon the words given then after. I told you, if you found here only one lifeguard, then there could be there was only one lifeguard, so was. But here you can find out one couple and one lifeguard, so plural noun. That's why you have to use a plural auxiliary, that is where. We should know. And I have written here also to make you people understand clearly a region, a plural noun, and one couple and one lifeguard you can find in this way. Okay, the next I can show you. Okay, wordiness. Wordiness you can find. If you people sometimes, you know what happens, shortened sentence structure or certain group of words may not be wrong, but that is too much. That is, you can find there wordy or verbose also, I can say. If you find there unnecessarily lengthy, okay, unnecessarily lengthy words, then that could not be good. I have given here example, clear. For all intents and purposes, the reason Mr. Henderson arrived late for work was due to the fact that he stopped at very many traffic lights that were red in color. So what we have to know, it is actually many red lights, many red, it means many red lights you can find. But here you can find unnecessarily lengthy words. You can find clearly, you know, unnecessarily lengthy words. So what I mean to say, you people should not use long sentence, long and clumsy sentence, unacceptable sentence. You people should not use in this way. And in the grammar here on SAT, if you find there unnecessarily long sentence, then that can be kept as a wrong structure, and you have to find out correct structure. You have to understand and you have to know properly. So long sentence, you can find 31 words. You can find there 31 words. But a standard sentence you can find, meaning is not, you know, lost here. You can find here clear-cut meaning, no losing situation. Say, Mr. Henderson arrived late for work because he stopped at many red lights. Information is not missed. Information is not lost. No missing of information. Information is quite clear. but very many traffic lights that were red. My God, it is red in color. This is clumsy, unacceptable, very lengthy one actually. This is why I suggest you, whenever you find out concise sentence, a standard sentence, which is not so long, is standard and concise, you have to choose that. That should give clear-cut meaning, clear-cut. But don't forget, a standard sentence, you can find here 13 words, and very long sentence, you can find 31 words. And be very careful about grammatical structure, which is given in writing assessment on SAT. And here, you can find two, point you can find. It is necessary to the grammar of sentence. It is a key idea, fact, feeling, or description. Keep a word. If word is unavoidable, shorten words we cannot avoid. For example, say, many red lights. That is important, okay? Similarly, Mr. Henderson, we have to write down. What I'm saying you precisely that you can keep those words which are necessary in terms of grammar, in terms of, correct sentence by using grammar. And the key idea, the fact, feeling, or description, if you find out, you are not, say, removing them. But those words which are unnecessary, you are supposed to avoid that. You have to get it properly. Now, you can find here next, subject pronoun agreements. People are doing mistake in this situation. I told you, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I went through this, on Thursday, but certain technical problem occurred on Friday. Means load shedding in other, system went on Friday. So I'm repeating this today. So you can find sentence structure. Is a smart tennis player, such as Samantha, is someone who knows how to move around the court, can hit winners at the net, and control their emotions. So you can find her there. There is, actually pronoun, plural pronoun. You can find out what I'm going to, interpret. Interpretation is given here below also. You have to know antecedent pronoun. I can say clearly antecedent pronoun. I mean, if you people use a pronoun, for example, a plural pronoun, for example, there, 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 you can find out. So here, their emotion, here, there is actually, a possessive adjective, their emotions, that is a possessive adjective. Even theirs is a pronoun also. So what I'm telling you, there, for there, you need plural noun. Don't forget, you need plural noun. But here in the sentence, subject in the sentence, player. Player, that is singular. Play is singular. And who is the player here? Samantha, we can find out. The lady, tennis player, lady, we can, one each player, that is singular noun, and Samantha, that is also singular noun. When we people find out singular noun, then that pronoun should be also singular. So in the place of there, you have to use her. And I told you, this her, this is actually possessive form of adjective also, and possessive form of noun also. It depends upon situation. But I'm telling you quite clearly, there is a plural form, but we need singular, and singular here, her. So subject pronoun agreement is also tremendously important, very, very important. You have to understand. Okay. Next one, we can find out a parallel sentence structure. You know, we people may be confused, we may be perplexed, but whether sometimes what happened, if we read a sentence, we may not find out, error, mistake. Here you can find a survey of the school's fifth graders playing in gym class, painting in art class, participating in science labs, and lunch time were all mentioned repeatedly as a favorite activities in school. You can find out here, say, a survey of, okay, no problem. And then after you can find out Jiran, uniform structure, we should, uniform sentence. Uniform sentence structure is a tremendously important, you have to know. I'm showing you here, cursor. For example, painting. Painting is, sorry, first of all, you can find out playing. Playing, after playing, you can find out painting. Playing, then after painting, playing and painting, and then after participating. These all words are, parallel sentence structure. ing form, painting, ing form, participating also ing form, and playing is also ing. So playing, painting, and participating. This is why lunch and after and you can find only lunch time. Lunch time you can find out. That is absolutely wrong. Only lunch time is not correct. What you are supposed to do, maybe eating lunch or having lunch. Okay, eating lunch or having lunch were all mentioned, repeated. You can find other things, no problem. But talking about and playing in gym class, comma, painting in art class, comma, participating in science labs, and means we need one more parallel sentence structure. An error is lunch time, and correct answer is maybe eating lunch or having lunch. You have to understand it quite clearly. This is tremendously important. This is quite important. You have to get it. You have to understand it properly. Okay. Now, everybody, you understood what I'm talking about? You got me clearly, friends? Okay. Now I'm going through the next one. Subject, object of sentence. It is very easy. I told you on Thursday as well. It's easy, but it is obligatory that I have to give you information in this way. The teacher asked Harry and I. It's very easy one. The teacher is a subject, and asked is a verb, and after verb you can find out object, that is Harry, and Harry is noun. And I is a subjective pronoun. I is subjective pronoun. You are supposed to use objective pronoun. So in the place of I, you have to use me. The teacher asked Harry and me if we could, due to the upcoming exams, attend her review class after school. And if there is no error, and here for only to make you people understand, I gave no error here at last, just only to make you people understand. But on SAT examination, you can find if sentence structure is okay, then no change. No error means no change. If you find there's certain errors, certain mistakes, then you are, going through the correct options. You have to know. It's tremendously important. So in this case, Harry and I, that is incorrect, error, and correct answer is Harry and me. Me is uh, objective pronoun, but in the question, in the passage, you can find here uh, subjective pronoun I. That is absolutely wrong. After verb, you are using objective form. Now, objective form is me, not I. You should understand this clearly. Next, you can find a proper verb tense also. Sometimes what happen, a non-native, students like we people, we are confused. We might forget to use correct grammar. So proper verb tense I have written in this way. The three coaches decided not to pick the team right after practice that day. Right after practice that day. But they do talk on you can find here. This, text is given in past tense, okay? You can find the information is going in past flow. Decided, sorry, then after, made, you can find in this manner. And what I'm telling you, you have to understand this sentence is starts, the text is given in past. So in one place, you have found out mistake, that's do. But they do talk. Better you have to write them, but they did talk. The past of do is did. You have to use did, not do. We have to understand properly. It is tremendously important. Okay. Now, next you can find out incorrect comparisons. Should we compare, say, uh, as a matter of fact, you have to understand comparison means you are comparing between person to person. You are comparing between say thing to thing, animal to animal. You do compare. That is called perfect comparison or correct comparison. Okay, so you can find here Shem felt extremely confident. Shem felt extremely confident going into the final round of interviews. Shem felt extremely confident going into the final round of interviews because his list of credentials was far more impressive than his competitor. So you have to understand, you are comparing between the documents, okay? You do compare between the documents, not between the people, okay? And here, what mistake you have found? Far more impressive credential. Whose credential? Maybe Sham's. Because his list of credentials was far more impressive, far more impressive. His credential, I'm talking about, his credential was far more impressive than his competitor. So we are talking about, we are, comparing about credentials. We are not comparing, about, I can say, credential to competitor. That is incorrect comparison, or I can say that is absolutely, illogical comparison. I can say illogical comparison. You have to understand. Okay, so I should say the correct answer is not his competitor. Competitors also you have to use. Okay, maybe if you find options in ABCD, in question, if there is given, competitors, okay. If his competitor, that is also okay. But the thing is clear, competitor apostrophe, yes, you have to write on, because his credential and competitors means competitors credential. and your sentence will be closed in competitors. Don't think that, okay, after competitors, can we close our sentence? You cannot, you should not think from that angle, okay? Just you have to understand clearly. You have to compare logically. You have to compare correctly. If you do compare between person to person, then compare between person to person. If you compare between thing to thing, you can compare. And here you can find out, compare thing to thing. But documents to documents comparison, you can find out in this particular situation. You are using, far more impressive than you are writing competitors, not competitor. So have you any problem, French? What I told you today, you understood what I'm talking about? Hello? Anyone? When your turn comes, you can unmute. And when you listen to me, you can mute also, no problem. So what I'm talking about right now, have you got any problem? Have you got any sort of confusion about this sentence structure? I'm going a little bit fast, little bit, because I have to, make you do practice more reading and writing very intensively. So grammar, I want to complete as fast as I can. So anybody else, you can ask me the question. Do you have any problem or ununderstandable or something else? Have you got any question, please? Hello, friend. Anyone? Okay, no one is just speaking. That's why I'm continuing my segmented activity. Okay. Someone is asking here. What? Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Now we can find here competitive or superlative. We understand this one also. When we compare, between two, we are using comparative. But when we find out a comparison not between, among, then we can use superlative. And here, when comparing two things, you use what's called the comparative. More or a word that ends, er, or is suppose smarter, faster. Even if we are unable to use a smarter, faster, er type of comparative, then we can use more also. Suppose beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful, more. We can use in that way, more. In comparison, more. If you are, if you cannot use, er for comparison, like, smarter, faster, if you cannot use in that way, then comparative degree we should go through more. Okay, more, we can use more. That is quite important, you have to understand. Okay. And here, example of the two runners, she was the faster of the two. We do compare between two things or two people. Then in that situation, you can use say competitive word like faster. He was the faster in this way. And below you can find, when comparing three or more than three things, yeah, simply you might have understood before. When you compare between three or more, among three or more, you can use superlative degree. You can find here that may end with est, or maybe we can use the must also. For example, of the three runners, she was the fastest. Among the three runners, she was the most beautiful. We can find in that manner. Okay. So what I'm telling you, people, you have to understand, comparison, comparative and superlative degree should also be understood, by your people, because in grammar, you can find out whether sentence is structured in the good flow or not. Suppose sometimes information is correct, but grammatically that could not give you correct information. So grammar and other logical information should be understood, in reading and writing. Okay. Now, okay, I'm going through diction error. Diction error is actually the wrong word you people are using. Okay, wrong word. So diction basically means word choice. Actually, the correct word you are choosing to make your sentence structure proper, exact sentence structure, you have to know. And you can find here, say, when the opera finally came to a conclusion at 9, we still had not eaten dinner and wanted to decide quick what type of food everyone would be happy with. So we have to know where adjective should be used, where noun should be used, where adverb should be used. We have to understand properly. Say, we still had not eaten dinner and wanted to decide after verb. You haven't found out object. Okay, if object was given there, then after also we are using adverb. What is adverb? What is the concept? What do you have to know? The adverb, the use of adverb. What is adverb? The word which tells you how, when, and where the action is done. That is adverb. So quick is wrong. Grammatically, that is placed in the wrong area. Wrong place.
adverb भन्छ नेपालीमा भन्दिन्न
Adverb, first of all, try to listen in English. Okay, I speak in Nepali. Yo adverb भनेको के हो भने नि, कुनै पनि सब्जेक्टले नि काम कसरी कहाँ र कहिले गरेको थियो, काम कहिले कसरी कहिले कहाँ र कसरी गरेको थियो भन्ने जुन वर्डले तपाईलाई भन्छ नि, त्यो एडभर्ब हो है। अब तपाईले फेरि क्रियापद क्रिया विशेषण भन्नु होला, म फेरि त्यसरी चाहिँ भन्न धेरै नेपाली नबोलेको 30 वर्ष भइसक्यो। त्यही पनि मैले
भनेपछि विशेषण जस्तै हो सर, हैन त?
यो विशेषण हो नि, यो क्रिया, यसलाई क्रियापद पो भन्छ होला हो।
क्रियापद कि क्रिया विशेषण?
क्रिया विशेषण भाइ नेपालीबाट मलाई सोध्नु, मैले भने नेपाली नबोलेको 30 वर्ष भयो कि। त म तपाईलाई के भन्दैछु भने, म बुझाउँदैछु तपाईलाई, यो एडभर्ब भनेको चाहिँ त्यस्तो वर्ड हो जसले सब्जेक्टले कहाँ कसरी र कहिले काम गर्यो भनेर जुन वर्डले इन्डिकेट गर्छ नि, रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्छ, त्यो एडभर्ब हो। जस्तै म एक्जाम्पल दिँदैछु, शी स्पिक्स इङ्ग्लिस वेल भन्दियो। शी भनेको सब्जेक्ट, मैले यहाँ नभएको कुरो भने, अनि स्पिक्स भनेको वर्ब, अनि इङ्ग्लिस भनेको अब्जेक्ट, अनि वेल, WELL, वेल भनेको एडभर्ब। तिनी कसरी इङ्ग्लिस बोल्छिन्? राम्ररी भन्दा। शी इज हाउ डज शी स्पिक इङ्ग्लिस? तिनी इङ्ग्लिस कसरी बोल्छिन्? राम्ररी, वेल। त्यो वेल भनेको एडभर्ब हो। जस्तै एडजेक्टिभ भनेको अब विशेषण भयो। अब एडभर्ब भनेको चाहिँ अघि तपाईले के भन्नुभयो? विशेषण। के अरे अघि के भन्दिन्थ्यो भाइ तपाईले? एडभर्बलाई नेपालीमा
मैले क्रिया विशेषण भने
हो, क्रिया विशेषण हो त्यो, राइट। एकदम। म आइम सरी साथीहरू, अब म नेपाली बोल्दा के नाउनु आउँछ हैन, तर कस्तो भने कुनै कुनै टिपिकल वर्ड तपाईले यसलाई एडभर्ब नेपालमा के भन्छन् भन्यो भने चाहिँ कलिकामा किन झुकिन्छु भने, म पहिला टेलिभिजनमा कार्यक्रम इमेजमा च्यानल नेपालमा अङ्ग्रेजी कार्यक्रम चलाउँथेँ। एफएममा मैले जति पनि कार्यक्रम चलाएँ इङ्ग्लिसबाटै चलाएँ। अनि कहिलेकाहीँ नेपालीको टिपिकल वर्ड तपाईँले ठ्याक्कै सोधेपछि झुक्किन सक्छु, तर मैले बुझाउँछु है। फेरि अहिले जुन एडभर्बको कुरो मैले भने, अहिले जसले सोध्नु भयो सायद सबैले बुझिहाल्नुभयो है। इज द्याट ओके? ओके, एभ्रिबडी अन्डरस्टुड। अल राइट। तर यसरी बेला बेलामा सोध्नुपर्छ है भाइ, जसले सोध्नुभयो अहिले सोद्धा चाहिँ आइम भेरी ह्याप्पी। मैले कुनै कुरो बुझाउन सकिनँ इङ्ग्लिसबाट भने त तपाईँले सोध्नु पर्यो। सो वाट आम टेलिङ यु, diction error is, what is diction error? Whether you are using, a word in good form or not, correct form or not, you have to understand. If you are not using a word in good form, correct form, that is called diction error. And I told you clearly, I gave you example, I have given here clearly, underline words to a conclusion is correct, quick, that is incorrect, I told you. Our food is also absolutely correct, and happy with is also, correct. So, precisely speaking, after subject, verb, object, you are using adverb, or after subject, verb, object also, you can use adverb. So adverb means how, means quickly. So quick is wrong. Quick is absolutely wrong. The correct form is quickly, and quickly is adverb. Now, number 2, you can find the reason for the poor attendance at today's annual party is because the weather has been highly unpredictable all week. All week. So, what is the wrong? Which one, group of word you can find out, incorrect? Is because. Is because. That is redundancy, I can say. You have already written reason for. You people should understand. You have already written reason for. Reason for and is because same meaning. तपाईले मान्छे मनुष्य र आदमी आइराखेको छ भने यस्तो बुझ्यो, अथवा आज रातिको नाइट बसमा घर जान्छु भनेको जस्तो भयो। राति र नाइट बस एउटै हुँदैन नि, त्यस्तै रिजन फर अगाडि लेखिसकेको छ, अनि पछाडिपट्टि चाहिँ इज बिकज भन्नुभयो भने यो डुप्लिकेसन भयो। यसलाई हामी भन्छौँ रिपिटेसन। रिपिटेसन, इट इज एब्सोल्युटली रङ। यु मस्ट अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड इट। अगाडि रिजन फर छ अनि पछाडिपट्टि इज बिकज भयो भने यो त रङ भयो। इट इज एब्सोल्युटली रङ। इट इज 100% is wrong. Okay, so you must get it properly. You have to understand it properly. यो बुझ्नु होला। सो अगाडि रिजन फर छ भने फेरि पछाडि इज बिकज आउनु भएन। त्यहाँ हुनु पर्यो के त, इज मात्रै। मैले यहाँ भनिसकेको छु इज बिकज इज रङ। यु हेभ टु पुट देयर, यु हेभ टु किप देयर ओन्ली इज, नट बिकज। The reason for the poor attendance at today's annual party is the weather has been highly unpredictable all week. So only is, because लेख्नु भएन। अहिले भर्खर जसले मलाई सोध्नु भएको थियो एडभर्ब को बारेमा, क्विक को भनिदिनु भन्नुभएको थियो, यो बुझ्नुभयो भाइ? रिजन र बिकज को कुरो बुझ्नुभयो? बुझ्नुभयो तपाईले? हेलो,
बुझ्यो सर।
ओके ओके। तपाईले के बुझ्नु पर्यो भने कम्प्लिट बुझ्नुपर्ने कुरा हामीले चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि यसमा अगाडिपट्टि जे कुरो दिएको छ त्यसलाई तपाईले फेरि अर्कोतिर पनि लगभग त्यही सब ठ्याक्कै त्यही मिनिङ लाग्ने दिएको छ भने त्यो बढी भयो। त्यसलाई हामीले अस्ति ग्रामर पढाउँदा जो आजदेखि जोइन गर्नु भएको छ, म तपाईहरुलाई फेरि घुमेर रिपिट गर्छु है। डोन्ट वरी। मैले केही साथीहरूलाई जो 4-5 जना पहिला पढ्न आउनु भएको थियो, किन धेरैजनालाई अहिले वेट गर्ने सुरु गरिदिहाल्नु भनेर ग्रामर अलिकति मैले पढाइसकेको छु। म जब रिडिङ र राइटिङको प्र्याक्टिस गराइसक्छु अनि आजदेखि जो जोइन हुनु भएको छ, मलाई रामचन्द्र सरले भनिहाल्नुहुन्छ, उहाँहरूलाई म फेरि ग्रामर पनि डिटेल भन्छु। रिडिङ सुरु भएकै छैन। मैले यहाँहरूलाई के अघि पनि भनेको थिएँ, यो राइटिङको यो ग्रामरको टिप सिधिसकेपछि म तपाईलाई रिडिङको पनि टिप सिध्याउँछु। टिप्स है, रिडिङ भएको छैन आजदेखि जो जोइन गर्नु भएको छ तपाईहरुले, यु फिल क्वाइट कम्फर्टेबल। तपाई मजाले त्यो के अरे बुझ्न सक्नुहुन्छ। रिडिङ मैले पढाएको छु। अब यसपछि म इमिडिएटली रिडिङको पनि टिप्स भन्छु। किन भन्छु भने अहिले हामीले प्र्याक्टिस गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ रिडिङ र राइटिङको एकैचोटि प्र्याक्टिस गर्छौँ, एकैपटक वी आर प्र्याक्टिसिङ एट द सेम टाइम। म अब सेपरेटली गराउँदिनँ, एकैचोटि गराउने भएको हुनाले यो राइटिङको टिप्स दिइसकेपछि रिडिङको पनि टिप्स दिन्छु। अनि एकैपटक हामीले इन्टेन्सिभली प्र्याक्टिस गर्दाखेरि दुईटै प्र्याक्टिस एट द सेम टाइम, किनभने क्वेसन देखाइ यो पढ्नुहोस् अनि भन्नुहोस् भनेर म गर्दै जान्छु। सो बी केयरफुल। ओके, now we can find here a proper number agreement also. You can find out proper number agreement. Clearly we have to understand. So when we do not do the number also properly, there may be a problem. For example, the travel tour through Italy is intended for families with a young child. The travel tour through Italy is intended for families with a young child. अब यहाँ गल्ती के छ, हामीले यहाँ मैले देखेको छु एबीसीडी चाहिँ लेख्ने बिर्सेछु। थ्रु भनेको ए हो, अनि इज भनेको बी हो, फर भनेको सी हो, अनि अ यङ चाइल्ड भनेको डी हो। तपाईँले सिम्पली के बुझ्नु भने मिस्टेक चाहिँ डी भयो। किन डी भयो भन्दाखेरि अ यङ चाइल्ड मिलेन। यङ चाइल्ड भन्दा अगाडिको जुन जुन प्रिभियस सेन्टेन्स छ, प्रिभियस वर्ड छ, प्रिभियस वर्ड्समा चाहिँ के अरे नाउन चाहिँ प्लुरल छ, नाउन प्लुरल छ। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि त्योसँग मिल्ने अर्को जुन फ्रेजल टच छ, फ्रेजल अट्याचमेन्ट छ, जस्तै विथ अ यङ चाइल्ड भनेको अ काइन्ड अफ फ्रेजल अट्याचमेन्ट भन्छु म। फ्रेज भनेको प्रेपोजिसन जोडेर आएको, विथ अ यङ चाइल्ड। यो विथ अ यङ चाइल्ड भनेको सिङ्गुलर सेट भयो, सिङ्गुलर फ्रेजल नाउन भयो, सिङ्गुलर फ्रेजल नाउन। अब यसलाई तपाईँले कम्पाउन्ड नाउन पनि भन्न सक्नुहुन्छ, जुन चाहिँ सिङ्गुलर छ। तर यो मिस्टेक भयो, दिस इज एब्सोल्युटली मिस्टेक। जब तपाईँले फ्यामिलिज भन्ने वर्ड युज गर्नुहुन्छ, त्यो चाहिँ प्लुरल नाउन हो, त्यसैले त्यसको लागि त्यो सँगसँगै जुन आएको छ अर्को त्यो पनि प्लुरल नै हुन्छ। त्यो भनेको अ यङ चाइल्ड नभएर त्यो अ भन्ने हटिहाल्छ, किनभने प्लुरल फर्ममा अ लाग्दैन। अनि त्यहाँ हुन्छ विथ भइहाल्यो, अनि एकैचोटि यङ चिल्ड्रेन। यदि दिएको छ भने विथ द लाग्ला। यदि दिएको अप्सनमा दिएको छ भने if you find out that in option you may use with the young, but with young children in this case, if the correct option, correct answer, you have to understand clearly. So what I'm telling you, तपाईले ग्रामरको एउटा एउटा माइक्रो लेभलमा स्क्रुटिनाइज गरेर हेर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। यु हेभ टु गो थ्रु स्क्रुटिनी भन्छु म। तपाईहरु सबैको प्लस 2 मा अब तपाईहरुलाई मैले इन्डिभिजुअली 3-4 जना हुँदाखेरि 5 जना हुँदा सोधेको थिएँ मैले, आई फरगट योर ब्याकग्राउन्ड, तपाई साइन्स पढ्नुहुन्छ कि म्यानेजमेन्ट अथवा के हो, 1-2 जना साथीको त मलाई याद छ। अनि तर तपाईहरुको इंग्लिश कस्तो छ, इंग्लिशको लेभल, अब त्यो अनुसार एससीटीमा स्कोर आउँछ। तर चिन्ता नगर्नुस्, मैले जे कुरो भन्दै गएको छु, मैले भनेको कुरो तपाईले एकदम एकदम एटेन्टिभली पढ्दै जानुभयो। व्हाट आई एम टेलिङ यु राइट नाउ, if you read attentively, if you go through attentively, then I'm sure you can get good score. हामीले अहिलेसम्म जति कुरो पढिराखेका छौं, जुन मैले स्लाइड तपाईलाई देखाएँ, त्यो स्लाइडमा जुन कुरो मैले तपाईलाई भनिराखेको छु, यु हेभ टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड। र यदि कुनै पनि किसिमको प्रब्लम पर्यो भने, माइक्रो प्रब्लम, एकदमै थोरै प्रब्लम भयो भने पनि भन्नु पर्यो, 1% प्रब्लम भयो भने मलाई सोध्नु होला। अनि म चाहिँ अब जस्तै हाम्रो रामचन्द्रजीले जुन पढाउनुहुन्छ, सरले, रामचन्द्र सरले जुन पढाउनुहुन्छ, उहाँ पछाडि म पनि 9-10 मा त आउँछु। अब धेरै लेट भने 5 मिनट लेट किन हुन्छ भने मैले अगाडि पीटी पढाइराखेको हुन्छु। पीटी को त्यो स्लाइड, पीटीमा फेरि भिडियो देखाएर पढाएको हुन्छु मैले। सबै त्यो रिपिट सेन्टेन्सदेखि सब पढाउँदाखेरि मैले भिडियो खोलेको हुन्छु। अनि त्यो बन्द गर्दा के गर्दा सब गर्दा ओर्दा तपाईहरुका छिर्न 10 मिनट लागेको मात्रै हो। 9-10 भन्ने कारण त्यही हो। म पढाइराखेको हुन्छु, पढाउँदै 5 मिनट रेस्ट चाहिने भएर मात्रै हो। अदरवाइज म 9 बजी म पनि आउँथेँ। मैले तपाईहरुलाई त्यस भएर मैले साथीभाइलाई भनिसकेको छु। So I will join, and I always join at 9-10, and I will give you my full time for you people, okay? So you बुझ्नु होला अब कुनै कुनै वर्ड्स चाहिँ you can find out word that go together यस्ता वर्ड्सहरु चाहिँ तपाईले कसरी हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ भने नि गुगलमा खोज्दाखेरि very important collocation of words used on SAT मैले भनेको तपाईहरुले छेउमा कपी पनि छ भने टिप्नु होला very popular collocation of words used on SAT भनेर गुगलमा तपाईले टाइप गर्नुभयो भने तपाईले त्यो जुन वर्ड सँगसँगै आउँछ त्यस्ता वर्ड्सहरु तपाईले धेरै भेट्नुहुन्छ you can find there more and more, okay? So you can find when you use a preoccupation, you always use, suppose he has a preoccupation. Preoccupation हुने बित्तिकै अटोमेटिकली with आउँछ मैले अघि भनेको जुन collocation of words भनेको छु जस्तै फिजिकल भन्ने वर्ड आयो भने फिजिकल सँग आउने वर्ड भनेको फिजिकल वर्क फिजिकल भ्याल्यु फिजिकल एक्टिभिटी फिजिकल अपियरेन्स त्यस्ता त्यस्ता वर्ड आउँछ त्यो मध्ये त्यो के रे प्यासेजमा कुन मिलेछ कन्टेन्ट अनुसार कन्टेक्स्ट अनुसार कुन मिलेछ तपाईले त्यसैलाई चुज गर्ने हो which one is correct you are choosing that you are selecting that त्यसैले यो words that go together सँगसँगै जाने वर्ड जस्तै preoccupation भन्ने वर्ड आयो भने त्योसँग अटोमेटिकली with आउँछ his words were inconsistent with something अब inconsistency पनि with आउँछ preoccupation with आउँछ अनि inconsistency पनि with आउँछ अटोमेटिकली त्यो आउने कुरा हो right you have to know similarly when you use regard जस्तै अब regard use गर्नुभयो she was regarded भन्ने बित्तिकै अटोमेटिकली regarded सँग के आउने भयो त as आउँछ अटोमेटिकली regarded to आउँदै she was regarded as the best हैन त्यस्तै when you use between you always use and अब त्यो त मैले भन्नै परेन अघि पनि भनिसकेको छु when you use either you always use or अब either हामी either र either दुईटै भन्छौं ब्रिटिश र अमेरिकन को pronunciation मा त्यही फरक हो when you use either automatically you have to use or when you people use neither or neither you are using nor right त्यस्तै when you use each भन्ने बित्तिकै पछाडिपट्टि each आउँछ each सँग each आउँछ so यस्तो कुरो यहाँहरुले बुझ्नु पर्यो you have to understand this is tremendously important है यो भरहरु त मैले पहिले दिइसकेको छु अरु साथीभाइलाई मैले यहाँ त्यसै यहाँ देखाइदिएको मात्रै हो ओके अब अर्को छ pronoun error in pronoun case भन्छु म error in pronoun antecedent agreement अर्को error in pronoun verb agreement र error in pronoun consistency भन्छु यो कुरो हामी भोलि पनि गर्दै जाउँला हैन अरु पनि यो त म तपाईलाई प्र्याक्टिसमा गराउने हो सबै प्र्याक्टिसमा गराउँछु है अब एउटा काम अब यहाँहरुलाई म यो भिडियो स्टप गर्छु र म ओके फ्रेन्ड्स अब तपाईहरुलाई मैले सोध्छु अब मैले चाहिँ ग्रामरको अलमोस्ट धेरै कुराहरु जुन एससीटी मा पहिला धेरै कुरोमा पढाउँथे अहिले एससीटी अलि मिनिमाइज भएको छ त्यति धेरै पहिलाको जस्तो गाह्रो पनि छैन र पहिलाको जस्तो नेगेटिभ पनि छैन भनेको नेगेटिभ स्कोर आउँदैन यसमा नेगेटिभ मार्क आउँदैन र ग्रामर मैले लगभग उहाँहरुलाई जो पहिला आउनु भएको थियो मैले उहाँहरुलाई पढाएको 1 हप्ता 10 दिन भइसकेको छ यो ग्रामर पढाएको सायद 1 हप्ता भयो मैले रफली मैले हेर्नुपर्छ र म फेरि पनि नयाँ जो साथी जोइन हुनु भएको छ I will tell them later about this no worries about class regarding grammar you must understand but what I'm telling you technically when I complete reading and writing theoretical information then practice pragmatically we can make we can have practice pragmatically when we complete both theoretical information say reading and writing I have made one materials for reading and writing we can practice at the same time we should not practice individually or separately we can do practice at the same time. So what I'm telling you, uh, writing what grammatical portion I taught you, uh, and what I told you, I guess it's enough. And tomorrow I will begin about reading tips. And reading tips will be completed tomorrow. Please, everybody should come. Reading tips will not go for longer time. Tomorrow, in our 1 hour, time, we will complete reading. What types of questions will be asked in reading? What should we people do? I will tell you that. And then when we complete reading a portion completely tomorrow is Monday, and Tuesday, from Tuesday, we are practicing. Okay, I will give you, no worries, no worries. So one thing is clear, all people, ladies and gentlemen, only sharing my slide is not working. Those people who participated before, who joined, before, they understood. Only slide sharing is not the main thing. Slide sharing with, what to say, lecture. When I give you what I have shared, if you understand, that is better. But no problem. Who told me that? Please share the slide. It's okay. I will share the slide. No worries about the matter. But precisely speaking, slide sharing with my lecture, that is far better. Okay, that is far better. Thank you very much for suggestion. Prashun Dalji suggested me that, sir, please provide all the grammar slides. It's okay. And previous time I told you, you have to be also active, all of you. I told you that time,